Okay, so today we're diving into something a little different. Something you don't really see on like those inspirational quote posters.
Right.
It's Psalm 88 from the New Living Translation,
hmm
and kind of a raw look at just really deep despair.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to try and like unpack that a bit.
Yeah.
Like what can we learn from this psalm about, going through those really tough times in life, those dark valleys.
It's interesting, right? It's part of the Book of Psalms, but it's not your typical, you know, uplifting psalm.
Right.
The annotation even says it's a psalm of lament. Like it's meant to be sung to the tune, the suffering of affliction.
Wow.
So, right off the bat, this isn't going to be your feel-good psalm.
Definitely not a celebration
Yeah.
psalm.
No, not at all.
And it starts right out, with this just desperate cry. Oh, Lord, God of my salvation, I cry out to you by day. I come to you at night. Now hear my prayer. Listen to my cry. Like, what stands out to you about that opening?
I think the persistence, day and night, it's not just a one-time thing. It's this constant struggle, this refusal to give up even when things are really bad. And the way the psalmist calls out to God as God of my salvation, I think it hints at maybe like a previous belief in God, which makes the current situation even more, heartbreaking.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
There's a history there.
Yeah.
So then it gets even more intense.
Yeah.
So the psalmist says, "For my life is full of troubles, and death draws near. I am as good as dead, like a strong man with no strength left. They have left me among the dead, and I lie like a corpse in a grave." Like, that's some pretty dark imagery, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's heavy stuff.
Yeah.
As good as dead, a corpse in a grave, it just paints this picture of complete hopelessness, like there's no life force left.
Yeah.
And then it shifts a bit. I'm forgotten, cut off from your care.
Right.
And that feeling of abandonment by God adds this whole other level of, just crushing weight on top of everything else.
Yeah. And it escalates even further with, "You have thrown me into the lowest pit, into the darkest depths. Your anger weighs me down. With wave after wave, you have engulfed me." It's almost like God is the enemy here.
Yeah. It's really interesting how the psalmist is experiencing God's anger.
Mhm.
It's not just, bad things happening around them. It's like God is actively opposing them, these forces beyond their control, and they're divine.
It's a powerful image for sure. And
Definitely.
then on top of all this, there's the isolation from other people. "You have driven my friends away by making me repulsive to them. I am in a trap with no way of escape."
Yeah, it's a double whammy, isn't it? Suffering and loneliness. The word repulsive really highlights how alienated the psalmist feels. It's not just that people are distancing themselves. It's like there's something about them that pushes people away.
Yeah, I could see that.
It's adding to that trapped feeling.
But even with all of this darkness, the prayers continue. "My eyes are blinded by my tears. Each day I beg for your help, O Lord. I lift my hands to you for mercy. O Lord, I cry out to you. I will keep on pleading day by day." What do you think about this continued persistence?
I mean, even when it seems like there's no answer, the psalmist keeps praying. It speaks to such a deep need for connection and maybe, a tiny bit of hope that things could change. It's like the human spirit refusing to give up even in the face of despair.
But then come the questions.
Yeah.
The really tough ones.
Right. The psalmist starts questioning God's role in all this suffering. Are your wonderful deeds of any use to the dead? Do the dead rise up and praise you? Can those in the grave declare your unfailing love? It's bold, almost accusatory. These aren't just like cries of despair. They're a challenge to the traditional idea of God as powerful and good. It's like the psalmist is asking, if you're so miraculous, why doesn't it help those who need it most, even in death? It's expressing doubt within faith.
Yeah, you're right. It's a different perspective for sure.
Definitely. And the suffering isn't new either, right? It's not like a one-time thing. Verse 15 says, "I have been sick and close to death since my youth. I stand helpless and desperate before your terrors." Like, this has been going on for a long time.
Yeah, it's not just a crisis. It's like a chronic condition that's defined the psalmist's life. It makes those feelings of hopelessness so much deeper.
And then it ends on this note of complete bleakness. They swirl around me like floodwaters all day long. They have engulfed me completely. You have taken away my companions and loved ones. Darkness is my closest friend. There's no resolution, no happy ending.
It's like saying darkness is the only thing left. Darkness is my closest friend. It's a powerful image of just utter despair. Like being completely consumed by suffering.
So Psalm 88, it's just this raw portrayal of suffering, isolation, unanswered prayers, even questioning God's role in it all.
Yeah, it reminds us that faith isn't always about, victory and joy. Sometimes it's about wrestling with doubt and struggle.
Which brings us to our final thought for today. Why do you think a psalm like this one, that expresses so much pain and despair, is included in a collection of praise and worship?
Right.
What does it tell us about the whole range of human experience that faith can hold, especially when we're going through those dark times in our lives? It's something to think about long after this deep dive is over.
Definitely.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for having me.